resistance is there. Oh, fucking hell. Alrighty, day 4 of the program is here. It's Saturday, and this workout is going to be sponsored by pre-workout and good sleep. Bulgarians is up first, and then I think it's just kind of some upper body exercises. Once again, I haven't actually checked the app yet, but yeah, logging it all through there. Last session with regards to testing. Now let's crack on with the warm-up. There's a little bit of a warm-up to add in. Now we can start to look at setting up for those Bulgarians. As I've said before, I'm not going to wear them right up onto my knees on the first few sets. First set, 10 reps each leg, body weight. Nice and easy. Again, when you do a Bulgarian, you can treat it a little bit like a back squat in terms of your lean. You should really avoid this idea of wanting to flare your ribs or dip forward too much like you would your deadlift. So in that position, get nice and tall, think about that kind of rib down connected through your abdominals, and then try and hold that position as you go through your range. So again, especially with body weight, it should be, if you've done this before, relatively manageable. That first set is just to go through the motions of the movement and try and really count to 10. I have no idea how many I've done. I'm just going to do one more. Also try to, when you go through your Bulgarians, try to make sure that everything feels in line with your hips. You don't want your leg kind of skewed or like kind of really pushing out to the side. It wants to be kind of feeling level with your hips. Rib down. Again, go through that movement. My legs definitely do feel a bit tired, but I've also got a slight tingly sensation of the beta-alanine or beta, I can't even remember how I normally say it. That felt right. But yeah, bit of tingle up into the forehead and the eyes. Let me know that we're ready to get on with it, I guess. All right, that's close to 10. There's that residual tiredness from yesterday. Starting to sweat. Okay, so 20 for 6. 1, 2, half, right side first. Hang on. See? Even those sometimes lose their balance. The last set before we start to get a bit serious and actually stop wearing these shin warmers and get some knees sleeves on. So let's see how we go. 1, 2, half. Okay. So far, not too bad. Just a good old trusty lefty. Okay, yeah. We're good. We're pretty much at that point now where it just starts to basically be like, how much do you want it? Because, you know, it starts to hurt. Luckily enough, I only have to count to 5 because we have a good idea of what happens when I try and go beyond. And that's so good. All right. Holy fucking mackerel. I would say shit, but I was thinking about YouTube and filters. Fuck. Kind of at that stage now where it's like, how much do I want this? Because that last set was one hell of a grind. And this is just a case of like, can I just hold on and push through it? Did I rest 2 minutes? Hell no. I've rested more than that. So in the app, obviously it gives you a guidance on how long to rest for. But when you get up to those heavier sets, if you're used to kind of like weight training, 2 minutes is never going to be enough. This is going to be a real grind. I just got to mentally just do it. Come on. That is a max on my right leg, so I'm on left leg. What have we got? It's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. Come on, come on. Come on. Oh, fucking hell. That's 5. I know I lost my balance, but that's 5. I always give myself one issue with regards to balance. So if I lost it twice, I would have just accepted defeat. But I don't know what happened. Just a balance thing. It's wobbling everywhere. My glutes. Oh, apologise for the grunting. No control over that by that point. But legs done. Thank God for that. I cannot tell you, but I am pretty happy that legs are out the way. I guess the gym is one of those places where it's very, safe's the wrong word, but you hear a lot of people going, my ass hurts. That's how mine feels right now. My buttocks are on fire. Don't know why I said it like Forrest Gump. I got shot in the butthole. Anywho, set of 10, incline dumbbell press. We should be looking at full range. The first thing I get pretty much all the way down to my chest, pressing back up to upper chest in line with clavicle. And yeah. So in the program, you'll find that when you're doing like your 5RM testing, that, and obviously you can't see it from here, that it's really set over the idea of like 5 sets. So 10 reps, really, really easy. 8 reps should be like a 4 out of 10 for effort. The 6 reps starts to get like a bit like a 6 out of 10. And then you get into your 5s. Now, in the program, it's just set as a standard of 2 sets of 5 to try and find your heaviest. But in the notes, obviously, it says you can add sets. So for example, rather than doing 5 sets on my Bulgarians, I actually did 7 because I wasn't really sure. So don't be afraid when you're doing it to increase whatever amount of sets that you need. Next time you come around to it, you shouldn't necessarily need to do the 7 again. You might just know roughly what you're trying to build towards and see how you go. But yeah, I just thought I'd clarify that. 8 reps. Ooh. showing a bit of skin there, maybe. I might have to just move this mic for these. I need to just see whether or not you're actually hearing me properly. Yeah, all right, next. Okay, so I decided that you probably couldn't hear me properly. Well, there was a little bit of muffle in that one. Apologies. When I go around to editing it, I'll see if it's worth putting in. Hopefully you can hear me much better now. 6 reps, again, shoulder blades down together, pressure through my feet, full range of that movement, pressing back. I try not to rotate the dumbbells too much, but if you're finding it upsets your shoulders not rotating it, then of course, rotate it. All right, hopefully no belly buttons were shown during that set. When I look at incline, I try to set my benches to about 30 degrees. 45 could be another option. Obviously, the more increase in degrees, the more shoulder base you're gonna make it. But I find 30 is a good one for that slight incline, especially when you're looking at chest. Again, I'm a swinger rather than I'm not a swinger, but I swing my weights up rather than put them on the knees. But maybe as it gets heavier, I'll resort to the old knees. I love the fact I've still got my knee sleeves on. I just couldn't be asked to take them off. Anyway. Alright, so I generally don't count that as a rep, but when it gets heavier, I'll just set myself a bit earlier at the bottom. Yeah. Oh no. No. All right. Yep, we're now at that point where they need to go onto the knees. All right, abort. Didn't really feel like I had much in there. All right, so the easiest way to set up for the knees is to bring it forward. Okay, so deadlift, up to knees, back down. Really aggressive. So one's gonna stay pretty damn planted. The other one's gonna bring that up to the shoulder. Okay, stay there. Fling the other one to your shoulder. Come down, set, press. There's your first rep. Reset at the top if you need to. Off we go for number 2. Control and let go. Come on, right side. That's all she wrote. 6 reps on that bad boy. Okay, so we've got some V-bar or closed grip pull downs to kind of max out on now over 5. I want to treat this as much as I can the same position I would be if I was doing a pull-up. So I'm actually aiming to stay fairly vertical. I don't want to lean back too much. And I've actually gone with more of a closed grip than a V-bar. So it's going to get a little bit more of that bicep sort of position. Generally speaking, like I said, I'm going to be right underneath that. I prefer to kind of use my calves to push up into it to keep my hips where they are rather than ram that down really, really tight. 10 reps, eh? So I can't quite reach it, which is good because I want full range of my shoulders, or full range of my arms, shall I say. So getting into that position, I'm trying to just stay nice and tall. And again, we're just working that range. Hopefully that's not going to piss off the mic in terms of the position. Shouldn't. But yeah, nice and easy. I must say it's strange doing the whole vlogging thing, but you know, I'm walking around the gym with a camera, and you know, people are interested, which is good. And I think one of the most important things is, you know, I'm not actually treating it like this is my gym, because it's not my gym. I don't have a right to film any more than anybody else. So, you know, I'm always trying to stay out of people's way, or kind of at least ask them if they're looking a little bit uncomfortable about the fact that I'm filming or anything like that. And everyone seems pretty good and friendly. Probably helps I do work here in this gym. But yeah, that's my little insight. All right, somewhere close to 10 done. Okay, it's slightly heavier, but still looking at 8 reps. So while I do these 8 reps, I'm gonna do some of them right and some of them wrong. Just to kind of, well, wrong's a strong word. But often what does happen when it gets heavy is a lot of people kind of pull down, their shoulders stay up around their ears, and they kind of round and they hunch like this. Remember, you're trying to stay tall when you're going through this. As you initiate from the pull, the shoulders drop in line with the elbows. You're pulling down, you're trying to stay tall, so I'm not hunching. But I'm also making sure my shoulders try their best not to round forward. So I'm trying to pin the shoulders back slightly as I go through it. So that full range just allows good movement, in my opinion, in terms of my movement patterns, not letting those shoulders pull forward. I'm making sure I'm not trying to hunch through my back, and I'm really just keeping control of that movement, getting full range through my arms the best I can, and keeping that form. Who knows if that was 8? I don't know. I feel like this is going to still be in that easy territory. And again, I'm just going to go through another thing that I try to avoid when doing them. I really don't see the point in this. You know, I'm flying, I'm using momentum. I want to just stay, again, like I said, nice and tall, use pressure through my legs to stay in that position. And again, just work through full range, keeping control of that movement. Trying to not use too much momentum, but I'm also not a bodybuilder, and I also don't know what other people are doing, so I don't judge if somebody is doing that, to be honest. Fuck, how many have I done? Oh, we'll do one more. Always do one more. Cool. I have been definitely taking it a bit too easy on this one, so sped up my rest a little bit more, and now we're going for 5. So that's better, but still a bit too easy. 75, 4, 5. So again, I think we should be okay here. Push through my calves, keep my hips where they are. Sweet. Let's see where we are on the timer. So, ooh, 10 seconds, so might as well get on with it, eh? All right, 2-minute rest. Ooh, okay, that's feeling a little bit heavier. There's some faces there, I reckon. Oh, 5 though, nevertheless.